Hello, my peeps. Welcome back. And those that are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Gina, and this is Sparkly's 26. I have a Gemstone Orphanage package I got yesterday, and this is what I got. They have a challenge that they have on Facebook, and you can participate in those challenges. And when you get in those challenges, you get your name put in a drawing. And then at their end of the month or towards the end of the month or whenever they do this party line on YouTube, you have to subscribe to their YouTube so you can join in on the fun and see who gets their name drawn. And then information that they're going to be doing, what else they're going to be doing for the rest of the month, and what time and what day and this and that and the other thing. And this, I won the Nekkid baby. It says, congratulations, Gina. We held a drawing at the party line. Meeting and you won. Here's your new Nekkid baby. So when they said Nekkid baby, I fully expected this. But I got the little dress-up bag to go with it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't expect that. They said Nekkid baby, so I have not looked at it yet. This is what's in the bag. Have not looked at it yet. Should we open our adoption papers? This is your adoption papers with a little sparkly heart, and inside you get really important stuff. Congratulations, you are now the proud and very fortunate owner of a gemstone orphan, or an orphan gemstone, which is a gemstone pendant. And then with that, you get the beads to go with it to dress up your orphan. That's what all that is all about. And then caring for your gemstone orphan, a training guide for the new owner. Well, I know how to take care of it. We'll take care of it very well. And then down here, they had, take a selfie or two of you from time to time and share with us on our Facebook page. So go to their Facebook page, and they have challenges on there. You can get in, and just for participating, you will get like a little bag like this with beads. Not this much beads in there, but you'll get a little something. You always get a little something from Gemstone Orphanage. Isn't that awesome? These guys are generous and kind and very, very, very thoughtful. I don't know. I just love them. And here is Ariane Rod? I don't know. But it is an impression jasper, aqua, blue, and beige, 30 by 30 by 5, donut shaped, undrilled donut. Oh boy, I get to dress it up with wire. Oh, I never know what to do with my wire. And then down here, excuse me, it'll tell you about impression jasper and what it like the energy, it will blend itself and uniqueness and all this. Everything about the stone is down here. So that is our stone. This is the front view. This is the back view. And it looks the same on the front and the back. This is the front because it looks like it's got more aqua in front. So shall we look at our Nekkid baby? And I'll open it up. Okay, maybe I should have untied it a little bit. First, okay, here we go. Nekkid baby. Maybe Nekkid baby born. Oh, it popped right out. And there she is. The donut. That is, I think this is the front side. No, that's the back side. This is the front. It's like this stuff is like on the surface, but the aqua is like deep down inside. That is really cool. That's really cool. I like that. Alrighty. Well, shall we see what's in our dress-up bag? And this too is tied very nicely. Open sesame, please. Okay, spread it open and we'll dump this all out. There we go. All right. Oh my goodness. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, Ariane rod. I don't know how. I'm probably torturing this name. Is Welsh origins and means silver wheel. Silver wheel. Okay, we got 1 yard chain. And it looks like they gave us antique copper to go with it. So here is our chain. It's a curved chain. And it's wide and big. No dimensions. So you can make like a cha-cha bracelet or anything out of that. You can put all kinds of dangles in there. Cha-cha means dangles. You can put a bunch of dangles in these different chain links. And then 1 pinch bail. So we have a pinch bail. Here's your pinches. Here's the bail. And then we have a clasp, which is a toggle clasp. I don't use these. I really don't. Sometimes I'll use this for like a lariat, but that looks like a really small loop for a lariat. So I don't know what I'll use that for. And then we have some jump rings. These are jump rings, obviously. And then we have 8mm impression jasper rounds times 20. That would be these. Oh, wow. Oh, now these are really cool too. It's like the stuff is like on the outside, but not on the inside. Isn't that neat? Look at that. I like that one. That was pretty. I like the burgundy in that one. Oh, yeah. Very pretty. I like them. Pretty. Those. And then we have 8mm aquamarine rounds times 25. That would be these. 6mm. Did I say 8? 6mm. Because these are 6mm. Definitely not 8. Very pretty. You almost see through them. Some of them you see through. Some of them are opaque. Oh, look at this one. See, this one's very see-through-y. Transparent. And then these are opaque. Cool. Very pretty. 8x6 Navajo Sky Crystal Disc times 15 A grade. That would be this. These are, no. Navajo Sky Crystal Disc. I would believe that would be these. Navajo Sky. Kind of like, well, these are the same. They're like, they got the blue, and then on the outside wheel, you can see like different yellows. And then it's got the sparkly AB on there, which is Orabolius. I'm having a horrible time pronouncing words today. But that's got the AB on it. And then we have 4x3 IJ. What's IJ? IJ Impression Jasper Sky Blue Crystal Rounds times 35. That would be these. IJ Impression Jasper. I figured it out. All by myself I did. And then we have that. 4mm Australian grade bicones times 25. Ooh, here we go. Austrian grade bicones. All right, I'm going to get out my little, I don't want to lose any. There we go. There we go. Those are very, very pretty bicones. Crystal bicones. And then we have 29 by 10 Amazonite rice focal. Oh, it's in here. There it is. I found it. Here's right here. Here's a focal. You can put these two together and make a nice long focal. Put it like this, or you can put it like this. No, this way. Yeah. They have some dangles hanging off that. Yeah. Go all the way around because it's different all the way around. Okay, there's our focal. And then we have a 12 millimeter aquamarine quartz carved flower. Oh, quartz flower right here. Found it. There's the flower. Isn't it pretty? Same on both sides, pretty much. We got our flower. 12 by 10 Amazonite, 12 by 10 millimeter. I'm assuming you guys know it's by millimeters. 12 by 10 Amazonite twisted rice times 5. Twisted rice times 5. Oh, these are so cool. Oh, these are cool. I love them. Love them. More Prussian jasper. In different shape. I love getting different shapes. Besides the round, you know, got something else to work with. Oh, we got 2 of these flowers. Oh, I didn't see that. It says flower times 2. I didn't pay attention. So we got 2 of these flowers. 2 flowers. Okie doke. Now we have 10 by 8. Oh my goodness, these words are horrible. Sinkang. Turquoise rectangle times 6. So I'm going to show you the word. you figure out how to pronounce that. Sinkang. I don't know. Times 6. We got 10 by 6. 10 by 8. 10 by 8 times 6. So that would be these. Turquoise. Turquoise. Love turquoise. So I don't know how to pronounce that word, but these are beautiful. They're beautiful. Aren't they? Gorgeous. Very, very pretty. Turquoise. Oh, I feel so special. I got this. I wasn't expecting all this. I expected just the Nekkid baby. I'm so happy. Okay. 10 to 11 millimeter flower Amazonite hearts times 8. Amazonite hearts. These are Amazonite? Huh. There's no Amazonite color to them, but they're pretty. I like this earthy tones. I do. I really, really do. I like earthy tones. Very pretty. Very nice. These go together. These all go together. Nice. Very pretty. Hearts. Get this out of the way. And then we have a bag of Brazilian Amazonite gemstone chips. So we'll dump these out. We'll show you. Amazonite chips. There we go. This is the color of Amazonite, or the famous color of Amazonite. Those are gorgeous. Love them. Very, very pretty. Love this bag. So pretty. And then bonus and thank you, 8 millimeter glass barrel beads times 15. These are a bonus. Nice. Bonus beads. It's kind of like a little rough on the sides there and a nice clean cut around the middle, transparent. Very pretty. Very pretty. Oh, I love it. Oh, thank you, Gemstone Orphanage. This is from Steve and Debbie Caldwell. And Debbie does all the curations for all the boxes. She puts everything together. And I think she did a wonderful job here. Beautiful, beautiful colors and beads and shapes. And I don't know how many more comments I can give you, Debbie. But here you go. This is what I got for my Nekkid baby. I think it's beautiful. And then because this is a short video and it's just an unboxing, I have these bracelets I threw together. This one is frames, bead frames. And then I did this one. I thought I'd make these bracelets with you. So, and then we got some river stone with some amethyst. And then I did a double bicone on in here. Here's a bicone, or bicone. Bead cap. That's a bead cap. That's a bead cap. So there's two bead caps on the end to make the ends. And I thought that was really cool. I like double bead caps. And look at these colors. Aren't they gorgeous? So pretty. Okay. I'm going to put all this stuff away. Give me a minute. Okay. Got everything all put away. Oh, I need the wire. Get my wire out. I've had these sitting here for a few days. It's been a crazy schedule for me. So, this is our first one. This one has got some crackle glass. And I don't know what these little beads are called because I didn't put it in there. Did I? Did I? Don't remember. Let me see if I can find what I did with them. Yellow, right here. No, I did not. I did not put anything in there. But this is a jonquil crystal barrel. And then we have a couple of gold beads and rhinestone rondelle. And then these, look how pretty these are. Love those. Just love those. And everything just goes together. Look at the side. The side go with these. I'm like, oh, everything matches. So pretty. And I thought, okay, now we got some bead frames. And I filled up the bead frames and made a bracelet out of that. And I got some riverstone and amazonite and then these blue ones. And I thought, you know, this is simple stringing, more or less. So then I was trying to come up with, like, I got these triangle, oops, I don't want to do that. These triangle seed beads. Aren't they pretty? I've had them for years and I haven't done anything with them. So I got them out and I thought I'd do something with them. Oh, they're stuck in my fingers. And I come up with some colors to go with it, but now I just got to come up with a pattern. Do you know what that's like? To come up with a pattern or come up with some sort of, that's where I get caught up, is designing. It's like the construction of putting things together. Then I got these. And I thought these go very well with that. Look at that pink. It's galvanized pink. That goes with it. And then I thought, oh, we got some burgundy bugle beads. They're like half bugle beads. They're really short. And all this goes together by trying to construct something to put something together. So I'm like, I want to, like, I just want to do something different. And it just hasn't come together for me. So I thought, well, I did the unboxing for the Gemstone Orphanage for the Nekkid baby that I won. And then I thought, well, we'll just put these together and we'll just make one video. And that way we'll kind of use up a little bit of time. And then these, oh, I forget about telling you. I gotta tell you about these magic rods. I get them from Misty Moon's Design. she has an Etsy shop, and it's not called Misty Moon Designs. I think it's called Moon Designs or something. I'll put it in the description below. And what I mean by description below is you click, you see the video where you're watching, and down below tells you the title. Click on that title and it'll take you to a different page. And that page will tell you all the descriptions and links you can go to. All right, let's get started. Last time I did this, I don't know if I can get this through here. Probably not. I think there's only enough room for that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to pull these off. Oop. And try keep them together like that. Those. If you keep them together, you can slip that right through, and that didn't work. Oh, almost. We got that, and then we got these four. Missed that one. Okay, now we have a gold bead. These are really easy because the holes are big enough. They just slip right through. Makes for a fast assembly. Now we got these again. Oh, I did all four of them that time. You can tell when it's not going to go all the way through because you feel them bend as you pick them off the rod. Yeah, you get these magic rods. You get 5 of them. And then with the magic rods, you get these stoppers. And you get a little bag full of them. Because as you use them, they wear and they slide around very easily. So then as they get worn, you got others to use. Well, I didn't get this one. There we go. First bracelet. Now we'll get rid of this magic rod. Put it up here. And then we're going to do... I don't have no crimp beads or wire guards out. I've had the bracelet sitting here, but then I didn't get all the hardware out for it. So we have a crimp bead and then a wire guard. And one side, up and over. And my nail is losing its nail. Should have painted my nails before I got started. I never think to paint my nails. There we go. Now we got this. Separate the wires. And then we're going to crimp. Now we're always going to go to the back groove because that's where the divot is. The little tooth that's going to make our divot. And we're going to squeeze. There's our divot. And then we're going to go in the front groove and squish that together So it's folded and looks just like that. Can't tell. Focus. And then we're going to snip off right down real close to the snip. These, you think that you pay good money for something, you think they'd snip, but they just kind of, okay, it snipped, but not all the way. Okay, let's do the other side. I don't know how long this is. Don't look very long. All right, we're just gonna give myself a little bit of room to work with over on here, this side, and we're gonna do a crimp bead. Whoop. Turn it on the side. There we go. And then a wire guard. Up and over. Down through the other side. And back through the crimp bead. And pull. When you pull, you don't want your crimp bead all the way down there, because it won't come together. There we go. Isn't that pretty? All right, we gotta make sure there's a little movement here. You gotta have some fluidity going on. You don't want it so tight you can't bend it. You put pressure on the beads, and especially with these being crackle beads. What is that? Especially with these being crackle beads, they could crack and break off all by themselves, and now your sequence is out. All right, let's get this crimped. We're going to go to the back groove first, get it centered in there, and pull down on the wire and squeeze. Go to the front groove and squeeze. And then we're going to snip this off. We'll put on our jump rings. 2 jump rings, and then I've got my bent nose. These are ovals, and you treat them just like a round one. Me, I always use my bent nose. Why is that not focusing? I use my bent nose to hang on to it, and then I use this one just to open it, but I only open it with this hand. I leave this one alone, and I just tweak it open. You only need a little bit, just enough to get this slipped in there. And then, yeah, I have a clasp. Ooh, they're magnetic. And I'm going to slip that end, this end, close it up. And then we're going to do this side. And we're going to do another oval jump ring, and I'm just going to tweak this open, drop this down. That magnet's catching on everything, and bring this magnet around and drop it down, and then close it up. So we have that, and then I have a ball head pin, and I'm going to stick on, I think I'll put this one on first, so that one's at the bottom, and then this, and then we're going to make a wrapped loop. Excuse me. So now I gotta get out my round nose pliers. I'm getting all my pliers out. So I'm going to put my pliers right above the beads. I'm going to bend that wire right over the pliers, and then I don't need a very big loop, so I'm just going to stay down here towards the bottom and bring that wire up and over. And now I can't go all the way around, so I'm going to rotate my pliers and bring that wire across and make my loop. Now I want to go into I was going to say I didn't cut something right, but it's an extra wire connected to the magnet. All right, now I'm going to snap. Ooh, snap this on here. There we go. Now I need my bent nose. I'm going to hang on to it. And then I'm going to wrap in this space right here. Keep it up high and bring it down. What I mean by keep it up high, keep it up right next to these pliers, and then work your way down to the bead. Okay, get my pliers back in there. Usually takes about 3 wraps, usually. And that's about it right there. And then we're going to clip that off. The magnets. The magnets are sticking to everything. There we go. Wow, that was really close because there's like very, very little to push in. Beautiful. And there's our first bracelet. Let's check this out. I have this bracelet mandrel. It is between, I guess it's 7. 7. It is 7 inches. It, Heather Aston had come up with this design, but it was actually sold on Campbell Creations. That's what it was. And I dusted it with some little mica powder to give it give it some shine. So anyway, this is 7 inches long. And now look at all these tools. I've got my flush cutters. I got my needle nose. I got my bent nose, round nose, flat nose, and my crimps all out. So I'm going through all of them. All right, we're going to do our other gold bracelet. I'm going to pull off the end here, stick it on this other side, and get it there. And now we got wire. And I'm just going to take these off. I wonder, this might actually go through these beads because they're bigger holes. Where are we at? Over here? Yeah. See if I can just get that to go through. Oh, I thought I had it. It fell back. Nope. All right, pull these all off. Pull this one off. Slide that through. And then I have these little triangle crystals. They're so sparkly. These are lavender. And we're going to go with the pointy end first. I can get it back through the, there we go. Right there. And then, hang on to this. Another one of these, crystal. Now I want to go to the flat side. And then another one of these. I forget what these are called too. But aren't they pretty? They're so pretty. Look at that. You see the striations in there? So pretty. Okay, now I'm just going to stick this wire through here. Stuck somewhere right there. No, it's not going through. Go through here. And all of them. There we go. And there's our second one. And then we're going to put on another gold crimp, bead, wire guard, and one hole. Turn it over, up and over, down the top side, and then back through the crimp bead. And then we're going to pull up, pull the wire down, get it even. Okay, that's got to come together a little bit. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Now we're going to crimp, get it in the back groove, and pull down the wire and squeeze. Put it in the front groove and squeeze. Fold it in half, and then we cut this off. Snip. There we go. It snips real hard in the center, but not on the edge. All right, now we're going to give ourselves a little bit of room here to work on this side. See what I mean? Go in the middle and it snips. Just, I don't know. I think I have to buy another pair of pliers. I can't seem to buy, whoops, we want this on first, the crimp bead. I can't seem to buy a really nice pair of flush cutters. I just want like something that's super sharp all the way to the edge. And you look at these, they go, it goes all the way to the edge, but they don't cut like it goes all the way to the edge. Okay, now we're on the other side and we're going to come down through, whoops, hang on to it, come back through the crimp bead, hang on to it, pull up, there we go, and we're going to pull our bracelet up there. Want some fluidity, keep that fluid. You want it to move when you put it on your wrist, you don't want it to stiffen up and you can't. I've actually seen that where it's so stiff you couldn't even wrap it around your your wrist. So we're going to crimp this, get it in the back groove, center it, pull down on it, and squeeze. Oops, I didn't pull down on the wire far enough. No, so now there's a gap there. I don't like that. Nope. No, and it's not going to give. Just might have to get a new, I'm going to have to redo that. Wonder if I can pull it down. See if I can pull it down with some force. I don't know. I don't like to do that. So I don't want to wreck it. I can wreck it. I don't want to wreck it. Yeah, I think I'm SOL here. Well, it's definitely got some movement to it, but I don't like the gaps. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So I don't want to lose any of that wire. So I wonder if I can just snip off this bead and take it apart. Just want to snip this, take this off. There's one side. Take this off. Ooh, that's not going to work because it's pinched. I pinched the end of that wire guard, so if I take it off, it ain't going back on. So this is what I'm trying to do. Snip little bit off. And can I pull it? Yeah, it'll come off. But there goes the wire guard. So, and here comes this. It's coming off slowly. Oh, I frayed the end. That's okay. I'll just snip it. Snip it. There we go. Okay, we're going to start over. I'm going to get rid of this crud. And I need a new crimp bead and wire guard, because I goofed up on that one. So here's my wire guard and my crimp bead. There we go. And that's it. Oops. All right. Let's try this again. Crimp bead, wire guard, still frayed on the end. There we go. Up, over, pass down through this side, and it's still frayed. It's probably not going to go. Look at that. It's getting shorter and shorter. But we can still work with it. Pull it through. It's got to come down through the crimp bead. It's frayed. Don't lose it. Push down. Well, now I pulled it all the way off. You know what? I think I'm going to have to start over. All right, now we're getting down to the wire where it's getting to the point where it either comes together or I just wasted all this wire trying to put this together. Now I'm going to have to just pull it apart and use it for an earring. Oh my gosh. Don't fray on me. And we're going to take this, bend it over, get it back through here, pull it through, and it's just got to go back through this crimp bead. And I keep pulling it off. I'm going to have to start over. Because I can't get it through without a fraying now because I pulled. And the reason why I'm still working with it is because this down here is still good. I just got to get it in through here. Get it through here. Getting it through there is easy. It's just getting a hold of it on the other side. There we go. And then keeping it there. I'm sorry. This is what happens. Does happen. Oh my gosh. I gotta lay it down. I'm just keep losing it. It's in there, but it's coming back through the wire guard. Keeps coming back through the wire guard. I can pause this until I get it in there so I can crimp it. All right, See, it's getting that part and then hanging on to it. Pull the wire guard up. Yeah. Because now my crimp bead is up in my wire guard. Alright, you guys can fast forward if you want. Fast forward. I can stop the video. But I've done this before. And I've done it. I can't seem to keep a hold of it. Once I get it through, because I like the beads are pulling down because the weight of the beads pull down on it, and then it comes back through the wire guard. And I know as soon as I shut the video off, I'll get it. That's the way it works. I shut the video off, it works. Now, if I can get that, maybe if I can squeeze these together, keep it together. There we go. Down through, go down through the crimp bead. Alright, I think I'm just going to stop the video because it'll go a lot faster. See, I keep losing it. Alright, hang on. Okay, here she is. All done. All done, nice and pretty. 7-inch magnet. Okay, I just wanted to finish that. I had to start over because these, every time I snipped them, they wouldn't snip and it would fray it, and I had to keep snipping at it. So I'm like, you know what? Those are junk. These I got from Amazon, and they're very, very sharp. So I'll use my El Cheapo ones. Seems like those will probably work better. They have. So, like I said, I just can't get like a good pair. Just want a good pair. Okay, we're going to just keep plugging along here. Now this, yeah, see how I didn't cut that. There we go. These are bead frames. I could either slide it all the way through, or I could show you. Let me show you. Here's a bead. And then you go into the bead frame. And then I usually do it down here so I can get the hole lined up. Once you get the hole lined up, then you can go all the way through. See, watch. It should go all the way through. There we go. Just like that. I'll do it closer this time. Let's go through the bead. And then we're going to go through the bead frame. There's our wire. And then I'm going to get this bead started in that wire there. Turn it so the hole is lined up. Looks like it is there. And then it just goes all the way through. Like that. Just like that. And then we got another bead. And then we'll do it again. I'll do it one more time. Go through the bead frame. And then you're going to line, you can line this up. You can see where the holes are. Can you see where the drill went through? Line that up. turn it, oh, turn it a little bit more this way. There we go. And now push it through till it gets there. It goes in through the bead and then through the bead frame, and there you go. Just like that. And then I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to cheat. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this will go through the bead frame here. They look like a small hole. Oh, there it is. Went through. Maybe not. Nope. All right. Through the bead frame. The bead, and then back, and then usually it goes right through. There you go. Through the other side of the bead frame, and we got another bead. Bead frame. You can slip this on. There's the hole right there. And then bring it through. Whoop. There we go. Next bead. Okay, bead frame. And then the bead. And then go all the way through. Uh-oh, this bead doesn't want to sit. There we go. Come through. It's right there. See? There we go. There we go. Okay, we got 2 bead frames to go, and we're done. Turn it. Pull back on it. This is why I like to do it this way, down through the bead frame, and then line the hole up, and then it just goes through. Usually it just goes right through to the other side of the bead frame. There we go. And then we go through the bead frame, the bead, oh my goodness. There we go. And all the way through and to the end. And a crimp bead. Wire guard. Up and over, down through the other side, back down through the crimp bead. Pull down on the wire and uncross them. I'm going to squeeze that together just a little bit. Pull down on the wire, and we're going to crimp. Back groove, line it up, and squeeze. Front groove, and fold it over. And then we're going to snip that off. And slide these down. snip off a little bit, work with. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I need a good pair. Flush cutters. Anybody know how I can get a hold of a decent pair? I don't care how much it costs. I have got so many flush cutters. It's crazy. I need a pair of flush cutters that snip when I want it to snip. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. Just snip. Whether it's on the tip or wherever it is, should just snip right down. Alright, I'm going to bring this in a little bit and pull down on the wire. And we're going to crimp this in the back groove, get a hold of it, get it centered. That centered, pull down on the wire. It's not down far enough. So that's what happened on the last one. Once I pull it up to get it centered, then it leaves this gap, and I don't like the gap. There we go. Centered. And see, there's a gap there. It's not going to pull down. Don't want the gap. I'm trying to do this without squeezing my crimp bead. Get that down. This side is always the harder part because you got that bead right up against it. Maybe I should have just went with a seed bead right there. Probably be easier to work with. And here we go again. It is centered, but then there's a gap there, and I don't want the gap. Squeeze, and then go in the front groove, squeeze, and we'll snip off excess. And we have, this is for this. And then I have another one. And then I have a couple of these. Okay. Open this up towards the top. Just a tweak. Just enough to slide this in. And then we're going to slide on our magnet. And then we're going to close it up. Same thing on the other side. This one's already open, so we don't need to do anything with it but put this on. Bring this around, put the other side of the clasp on, and close it up. And then I have these two. I'm going to make dangles with my round nose. We're going to make a wrapped loop. We're going to have that pliers right up against the bead. Push that wire over the pliers. We're just going to make a small loop, so we're going to stay at the bottom. Rotate your pliers around and bring that wire all the way across. And then we're going to go in to what I'm going to have to open it because these jump rings are a little bigger gauged. So this has to open up a little bit. Put it through the jump ring. And then I got my bent nose. Hang on to it. And now we're going to wrap. I want to keep it as close up to here as possible. And then wrap your way down like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to snip off this excess. Just like that. And tuck that in. And then we got one more to do. Like this. Over, rotate. Swing your pliers around, bring that around. Open it up. Actually, yeah, open it up. And it's going to go on to this jump ring here. And I'm going to close it. And we're going to wrap. Keep it up high. And bring it down to the bead. Just like that. And we're going to snip off the excess. There we go. I had to bend it to get to it. There we go. And now we're going to open this jump ring. And we're going to put it on to this jump ring. Magnet. All right. Just want to get, oh, it's not open far enough. There we go. Yeah, it is. And close it up. And then we have a little couple dangles on this one. Couple dangles. Dangle dangles. So they're at different levels. So they're not right together. Bead frame. Beautiful. Whoa! Dropped it down. The magnet came off. Oh, I guess they're all about 7 inches. I made them all about 7 inches, I guess. So I'm just going to put this back over here. Okay, that's number 3. Do we need to keep going? I don't know. I don't think so. I want to do this one. Let's do this one. Pull this off. Put it down on the side. And then I'm going to see the wire will go through these big beads. Because they're all big. Oh, don't want to do that. Curves. Curves. All right. I just want to just slip all the way through. Where is it stuck? Stuck somewhere. All the way through. We're getting there. We're halfway there. Oh, hey, I got a couple of these crystals. Probably won't work. The crystals don't have a big hole. So we'll put that on the crystal. And our bead. And another crystal. And then our metal bead. And that didn't even go through. All right, you know what? After this one, I think I'm done. I think you guys got the gist of how these go together. This is why I use the magic rods. It goes a little faster by just slipping them right onto the wire. And we got these left. This bead cap. Stuck on the bead cap. Because there's so many holes in the bead cap. Just wanted to go through. Oh, I did. Okay. And then this other bead cap. Second bead cap. And our last little silver bead. And we're done. This one can get put away. There we go. Silver crimp bead. And wire guard. Up and over. Down through the other side. And down through the crimp bead. And pull up. And separate the wires. Whoops, I lost this one. Okay, and we're going to crimp. Get it centered. Pull down on the wire. Squeeze. Front groove. And squeeze. Fold it over. Just like that. And then we're going to take our flush cutters and snip off this excess. Slide this down. Other side. Snip off a little bit for me to work with. And we got our crimp bead. Crimp bead. Yeah, this is my last one. And through the wire guard, up and over, down through the other side, and down through the crimp bead. And pull down, and we're going to crimp this. It's centered. You always want your bead centered, and then squeeze. And then turn in front, and whoop, and squeeze. And then we're going to cut off the excess. Right up there. See what I mean? What the heck? And then it frays it when it does that. Don't like it. All right. All right, I have some jump rings. I got these two. This is my last one. I'm just not going to finish the second one, or this fifth one, because I think you guys got the gist of how this goes. All right, we're going to get our bent nose and our wire guard, my flat nose, and I'm going to tweak that open just a little bit, just enough to slip that through the clasp, and then close it Other side. Open it up. This side. The other side of the clasp. And close it up. If you ever have problems where the magnet is just like attaching to your materials, there's a piece of right there, and it's just being a problem, get like something like your flat nose and get your magnet to attach to it like this, and then you can use your other pliers to do your jump ring. That'll help. That works. All right, now let's get this taken care of, and we're done for the day. Or I am done for the day. I'm done, 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 done. Okay, we're going to make a wrap loop. Put the pliers right above the bead. Bend it over, and we're going to keep it down low to keep a small loop. Bigger loops are up here, obviously, because it's bigger. Round up there, and I'm going to come up and over the pliers, rotate my pliers around, bring the wire all the way across, and these jump rings are a little wide, so I'm going to open this up just a little bit and slip it on the jump ring. Get my bent nose, hang on to it, and now we're going to keep this up high, right next to the pliers, and then keep going around and go down. That one took 4 times, but that's fine, as long as it looks that pretty. That's pretty. We want to keep it looking pretty. And then we're going to use these all the way around and snip off as close as possible. There we go. And tuck that little wee bit in. And we're done. But I think this one's bigger. I think this one's bigger. Oh my goodness. It's almost an anklet. It's 7, oh, it's 8 inches. It is 8 inches. So, almost an anklet. So I could wear it for an anklet. It could be either an anklet or a larger wrist. All right, I'm going to put all these tools back. Put it right here, back in the caddy. And flat nose. Bent nose. Crimps. And my flush cutters. I need another pair of flush cutters. All right, get rid of all these little bits. I'll do this one later. This little bit. And these little, here's 1, 2, 3. These magnets are picking up all these little bits. That we can turn over. There's our 4, and then all of this we did today. I want to get into this. Start working with it. All right. Well, that's the end of this video today. Tomorrow, I gotta come up with something new, something different. I'd like to get something more going today because I'm behind on my videos. So, all right. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and ring that little bell so the next time I'm on, we can sit here and make something together. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. You can hit the like button. Please, thank you, and until next time, happy beading.